Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Don Reichert Gymnasium here on the campus of Southside Our School. This Southside High School, the home of the Archers. This is high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com. I'm Thad Goff. My cameraman is Josh Butts, and we will be bringing you varsity action of the Southside Archers taking on the Arsenal Tech Titans in a matter of moments. Right now, the JV game is still going on. Had a little late start getting the JV game going. I think it's because the long bus ride from Indianapolis had a little something to do with it. There may have been other factors as well. But the JV game is in the fourth quarter with about 2 minutes to go. And it is Southside leading that one 52-33 over Arsenal Tech. So we will bring you the varsity contest after the JV game gets done. That's when we will bring you the varsity contest. Right now we'll go to a quick 2-minute break. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com. Varsity game coming up in a matter of moments.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcast. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape, and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Well, we're a little bit closer to the start of the varsity game. However, the JV game is still going on. We can tell you this much. In the JV game, Southside is leading 55-34 on the scoreboard with 1 minute and 5 seconds left on the clock. We'll be right back after this 1-minute break. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com. JV game going on, varsity to follow, and that is the broadcast that we will bring you.
Ago, I was diagnosed with a 3rd-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Well, the JV game's just about done. Got about 9 seconds left on the clock in the JV game. Southside's leading that game 57-34, but again, we'll be bringing you the varsity game between Southside and Arsenal Tech. And there is the JV game buzzer. So Southside wins the JV game, varsity game to follow in about 20 minutes. They'll have the pregame shoot-around. and plan to bring you the starting lineups for both teams in a little bit after we get, or as soon as we get closer to the start of the varsity game. Can tell you this much about Southside and Arsenal Tech. Southside does have the better record, but if you followed this Arsenal Tech team last year, they came into Fort Wayne and took on the Wayne Generals. That was a Wayne team that went on to win not only the SAC, but also their sectional, their regional, made it to semi-state. And Arsenal Tech knocked off Wayne in that game. Wayne had the better record going in, but Arsenal Tech really won the battle on the boards in that particular game and were able to ultimately put Wayne away and come away with the win here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Can the Southside Archers hold them off? Got about 20 minutes before the game gets underway. Again, they've got the pregame shoot-around, and then they'll have the national anthem and starting lineups announced here at Don Reichert Gymnasium. In the meantime, we're going to go to our extended break and then come back afterwards. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Countless hours of time in the pool, countless hours in here, making my body stronger, and it's been kind of like a mental thing too, just telling myself like, you're fast enough to be able to compete with those girls that are at other Division I schools that I'll be competing against next year. It was like a big decision of like where I was going to go to school, and Valpo was a great experience on my first initial visit. And then once I met some of the teammates at an invitational that I went and watched, they were also just super inviting. The ability to be able to further my swim career and the equipment that I'm able to use at Valpo, I think can help me make really big strides. 18 months ago, I was diagnosed with a third-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
Welcome to the Summit City, home to the 260's dedicated high school athletes and fans. Each victory and celebration captured by our cameras. Treasure the highlights from the Summit Athletic Conference this season, or complete games live or on demand. After all, nobody's more proud to call Fort Wayne home than SummitCitySports.com.
I moved down here when I was younger. I went to the gym with my brother and my dad. It felt kind of natural. I just had a love for it. I feel like it got serious when I went from probably my 8th grade year to my freshman year. I knew Purdue was home for me because I just felt very comfortable when I got onto the campus and got around all the people and the team. They love me, I love them. And I'm just super excited to play with that group of girls and that group of coaches. Now I'm in here working out and it's helping me get stronger, so I know that's going to help building my muscle, being able to power through defenders, get in the lane, be more confident, finishing at the basket through contacts. When you know you're in here putting the work in, it makes it easier for you to go on the court.
The athletes has always been here, and they're getting better. I'm watching, Summit City Sports, man, they're doing an awesome job. And, that's a plug. Them dudes are doing an outstanding job. And I'm able to be in Nashville and watch games on YouTube that they're broadcasting, and I'm seeing the talent. And it is just truly outstanding. And, you guys have seen the talent that's in the NFL now from Fort Wayne, Indiana, the talent that's coming up now, and the talent that, is just here, man. It's really cool.
It was after a bad game in 8th grade. I decided that I was going to try my best to, be able to earn a scholarship and play in college. And so I'm really excited for it. Once you come here for a while, you have all the experience. I feel like I'm getting a lot stronger, especially in basketball-specific positions. I feel like I'm able to move better. I'm more flexible, able to run faster, jump higher, and just stronger overall. So then, when you go back to your school, you can take that experience, to help you prevent injuries when you're doing your own weight training with your own school.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Last year I was on JV and it was the last point of our Snyder match. I just went down and I couldn't move. I could not get back up, and I had torn my ACL, part of my meniscus, and then I also had severe bone bruising. It was kind of tough to just be I can't play volleyball, and I really have to work to get back to where I was and try to be better and grow from there. So Dr. Hartswell was the wonderful surgeon who did my knee, and for 2 months between my injury date and my surgery date, I went to PSM sports therapy, and I really got some great care before my surgery that would help me to be stronger afterwards. For about 6.5 months after surgery, I was also with PSM just working to get back and be better. The exercises my physical therapist Will has are really geared toward his individual patients, and it was just cool to see the different progressions from exercises that I would be doing. And I think that was a big part of knowing where my progress was and knowing where I stood. There's nothing else that brings me as much joy as volleyball does. Just being able to confidently say, I can do this move, or I can do this move, or I feel safe with my knee. I think that was when I really knew that I was ready to get back out there.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape, and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Now I'm in here working out, and it's helping me get stronger, so I know that's going to help building my muscle, being able to power through defenders, get in the lane, be more confident, finishing at the basket through contacts. When you know you're in here putting the work in, it makes it easier for you to go on the court.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Don Reichert Gymnasium here on the campus of Southside High School. I'm Thad Goff. Josh Butts is my cameraman for tonight. And tonight it's a non-conference matchup between the Southside Archers and the Arsenal Tech Titans. Arsenal Tech out of the Capital City Conference down there in Indianapolis. And Southside, of course, right here in Fort Wayne, they are a part of the Summit Athletic Conference and having a good season this year in the SAC. Southside's not going to win the SAC, not this year, but they've had a very good season. They're 6-3 in conference play. In fact, that is their final conference record. It's a huge improvement, at least their overall record is a huge improvement off of last year's record where the Archers only won 7 games. They are 15-5 so far this year, and they have managed to beat some quality opponents. They knocked off Tippecanoe Valley in the opener. Tippy Valley, last time I checked, is they're either 15-4 or 16-5, having a really good season no matter how you stack it. They went on the road and beat Bishop Luers, a team that was contending for an SAC title not too long ago. In fact, I believe Luers is now 6-2. Nope, check that, 4-3 in conference play, 15-5 overall, so still having a good season. Luers was battling with Wayne for first place in the SAC, but Wayne won that battle. They are the conference champs this year for the 3rd year in a row. But that was a huge road win when Southside went on the road and defeated Bishop Luers. And, of course, they knocked off the Woodland Warriors. What's so special about that? Well, Woodland is, I believe, 14-7, either 13-7 or 14-7. And that win for Southside snapped what was a 9-game winning streak for the Warriors. So the Archers came away with the win. Now they had to hold off a furious Woodland comeback there in the second half. And speaking of furious comebacks, Southside had to hold off a furious comeback there last time around. They did defeat Huntington North back on Saturday, this previous Saturday. That was on the road. 64-62 was the final. However, Southside had, I believe it was right around a 20-point lead in that game. 24-point lead at halftime. And then, these are the words of head coach J.J. Foster. He said that his team, quote, proceeded to do the only thing that could allow the comeback, and that was turn the ball over and have Huntington North capitalize on the turnovers. In addition, they shot 22 free throws in the second half. Now, the way that game ended, DeMarcus Barr ended up hitting the game-winning shot as time expired, and that helped the Archers pull away with the victory. So what does that say about the Archers? Well, it says that they can weather a storm, no doubt about it. It says that they've got guys who can shoot it, who can handle the rock coming down to the wire, and they've got plenty of that. This is a very guard-heavy Archer team, so they got plenty of guys who can shoot it, plenty of guys who can handle the rock well. So they're not lacking in that department. They are lacking size, however. Now, Zach Belcher, we know about him. He's 6'8". He is the leading scorer for these Archers, and he can get you those offensive rebounds. He can get you that post presence and that key scorer in the post. As far as helping him out, he's got his younger brother Zakarian. That's really the only other big on the roster for Southside this year. And nonetheless, here they are at 15-5 with some quality wins on their resume and looking to knock off an Indy opponent. That Indy opponent is, of course, Arsenal Tech coming in here tonight, looking to knock off the Archers, but the Archers looking to defend the home floor here tonight. All the games that Southside has lost this season, only 2 of them have come here at Reichert Gymnasium. One was to Northrop. That was a game that they were not expecting to lose. The other one was to Wayne. Wayne, of course, a challenging opponent anytime they take the floor these days. 3 straight SAC championships, and of course they've won 2 straight sectional championships and 2 straight regional titles. But Southside is getting a whole lot better. They're looking a whole lot better this year with that 15-5 record. But we'll talk more about this Arsenal Tech team that's coming in here to play the Archers in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
My name's Cam Smith. I'm the Director of Football Operations for PSM Football. PSM Football is going to change the landscape of Fort Wayne football. There's a huge need for folks that want to get their sons and daughters involved in some personalized instruction, specifically in football at all positions. For the first time ever, we're bringing to the region a wide variety of different programming outside of the normal instruction. We're going to bring the 7-on-7 teams. We're also going to bring adult programming, flag leagues. We're going to bring indoor leagues, outdoor leagues. We're going to do a lot of different camps and clinics for all different ages, but also for coaches. We also take a more of a holistic approach when it comes to developing the whole person. We want to be sure that we're doing exactly what the parents want, exactly what the athletes want, and exactly what the coaches think that the athlete needs to work on. Parents can sign their kids up right now for personalized training at all positions in football, so we're excited about that, and we look forward to have everybody come out and take advantage of what we're offering with PSM football.
Back here at Don Reichert Gymnasium, Southside getting ready to take on Arsenal Tech from Indianapolis. This Arsenal Tech team is only 5-13 on the year. However, if you remember last year, Arsenal Tech came to Fort Wayne and took on the Wayne Generals. Tech ended up winning that game, holding off the Generals. Offensive rebounding was key in the victory for Tech over there at Wayne High School, coming away with a big road win against the Generals. And these days, anytime you play the Generals, it's a big game. And Tech was able to get the win there. So you can't overlook this Indy Tech team that's coming in here today. They're led by a first-year head coach in Aaron Hogg. Aaron Hogg used to coach at Indianapolis, Washington. Back in 2022, he had an 18-9 campaign, coming off a 14-13 campaign in his final year at Washington, where they won the sectional championship. So Aaron Hogg's got some success on his resume in what's now his 6th year as the head coach at Indy Tech. And it wasn't all that long ago that Damon Turner led Indy Tech to an 18-8 campaign. Damon Turner was the head coach. Ryan Mulcrone ended up finishing the regular season in Turner's place a year ago, and now Aaron Hogg taking over as the head coach of the Titans. Now, the Titans are a little thinner today than they would have expected. That'll get us into our starting lineups, which we'll give you here in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
I was diagnosed with a 3rd-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
Back here at Don Reichert Gymnasium, Thad Goff, Josh Butts is my cameraman. As Southside is getting ready to take on Arsenal Tech from down in Indianapolis, I do have the starting lineups, and I'll go ahead and give those to you. Derek McGee III and Davion Jackson start at guard for Arsenal Tech. Elias Turner playing kind of a guard-forward hybrid type of position. They've also got Kurt Moore and Demetrius Baker as the other two forwards for the Titans. For Fort Wayne, Zachariah Belcher at 6'8" starts at power forward. And the guards are Javon Irby, Terrence Jordan, and DeMarcus Barr. Javier White does start at small forward. I say small forward, that is the name of the position. However, he stands at 6 foot flat. Again, this is not a Southside team that boasts a whole lot of size, but they do share the ball well, and they are very scrappy. If they can get you to turn the ball over and get out and run in transition, they can be very dangerous. Archer's also very dangerous if they can shoot it well from beyond the arc, and they've got guys who can shoot it well from beyond the arc. Talking about guys like DeMarcus Barr, Terrence Jordan, Javon Irby. KJ Alexander's even shown the ability to shoot it from beyond the arc, and so too has the lefty, the sophomore Corte Wallace. You'll likely see him off the bench as this game goes on. Now, Arsenal Tech, they're not very deep tonight. Of all the varsity guys who are on the roster, only 6 are available. Called up a few guys from JV, Jackson Barker, Anquan Broner, and Justin Kane, likely to see some minutes tonight, getting called up from the JV squad. Other than that, it's just, again, 6 guys on varsity dressing tonight, and those 3 JV guys dressing for varsity tonight as well. And again, some key scorers are not available for Arsenal Tech either. Blessed Thomas is their leading scorer. Salmani Mitchell's the second leading scorer. Those guys are out for tonight. So Arsenal Tech missing some key guys off the roster tonight. But it's a chance for some of those young guys to step up into a big role as Tech is looking for a key win on the road against a really good Southside Archers team. Well, right now we're going to get a few words in from our sponsors. That's right, we got bills to pay. We wouldn't be able to do these broadcasts if these sponsors did not provide us with sponsorships. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. New state-of-the-art car wash facilities. Free car washes when you buy from Kelly Automotive. ShopDriveKelly.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on X at 260 Sports, like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. The 12,000 Hoosier men and women with Laborers District Council and affiliated local unions that build Indiana, we are LIUNA. Specialists in design, build, mechanical, and refrigeration. Visit tjwindustrial.com. And, of course, this game's getting a little bit of a late start because, well, I'm not sure the exact reason. I do know that Arsenal Tech took a little bit longer than they probably wanted to getting down here from Indianapolis. I should say getting up here from Indianapolis. Indianapolis is about 2 hours south of here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, 2 hours southwest, if you want to get technical. Do have some scores to update you on, though. Wayne is leading Concordia 13-11. That game's already in the second quarter. No delays there. Concordia, they may be on an opposite side of town from where Wayne is, but they're in the same town. And I think you can bypass downtown Fort Wayne to get from Concordia to Wayne High School, although you don't necessarily have to. You do have other games going on, some Northeast 8 teams going at it. In fact, one Northeast 8 team, the Leo Lions, is taking on the SAC's Snyder Panthers, and that's a close one. They're in the third quarter. Leo's up 37-35 and looking for more, and they'll have to get it at the free throw line. We've also got New Haven taking on Heritage, and looks like that game might be close. The score I saw just before I pulled up the game, which is at commercial right now, was New Haven 35, Heritage 29. I don't know for sure if that's currently the score or if the score has changed since then. But we've got about 25 seconds until we have the national anthem and the announcement of the starting lineups. We will be right back after this break. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we
So we're actually having the lineups announced first before the national anthem.
And now, for Southside Archery. Starting at forward, a 6'8" junior, number 0, Zach Belcher. Starting at guard, a 5'7" sophomore, number 4, Javon Irving. Starting at forward, a 6-foot senior, number 10, in-year white. Straight guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 11, Terrence Jordan. And showing guard, a 6-foot senior, number 13, Marcus Barr. The Archers are coached by Pregame Foster. I'd like to have everyone stand on the table for the national anthem.
Well, with that, we are just about ready for basketball between Arsenal Tech and Southside. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services. Well, for Southside, a couple of their most recent wins have been a little closer than they would have wanted it to. Now, a 5-point win against Woodland is not necessarily a bad thing, but the Archers had a 17-point lead in that game. Woodland cut it as close as a 1-point game. Now, a big credit to that is the play of Trey Yoder. He absolutely went off in the third quarter. I believe he had 20 points in that third quarter alone. The tip is won by Arsenal Tech. Archers won the game by 5, but that's one of their more recent wins where a game was a double-digit lead for the Archers and then became close, where they didn't want it to become close. But they get a stop here on Arsenal Tech's first possession as Terrence Jordan looks to get out and run. Barr with the shot fake, and on the double clutch, he hits the 3-ball. I believe DeMarcus Barr is shooting at over 30% from beyond the arc this season. He had the game-winning shot against Huntington North. Well, the help side defense from Belcher was there, but he commits the foul. That was Demetrius Baker on the drive, and it looks like he was in the act of shooting. It's 38 seconds into this game, and Baker will go to the charity stripe. And he gets Tech on the board. Only 1 for 2 goes Baker, and Belcher there with the board. Here comes Jordan. Jordan just a sophomore. This Archer team has a lot of talented sophomores, including Javon Irby, who just had the ball in his hands. 3-2 zone here by the Titans. Extra pass to Barr from the other corner. Why not? Back-to-back triples, DeMarcus Barr. These Archers have some good three-point shooters. Barr is definitely one of them. He's only one of 2 seniors on the roster for Southside. Derek McGee with the ball in his hands for Arsenal Tech. Davion Jackson wearing number 24. Ball gets loose. It's recovered by McGee. He swings it all the way across the court to Kurt Moore. High pass, but McGee with some ups to get the ball. Ball is knocked away, loose again. Arsenal Tech comes up with it. McGee trying to get out of trouble. Well, the Archers have been scrappy, but so far they haven't been able to force a turnover yet. A long possession here for the Titans. Clock has been worked down to about 6 minutes. Of course, when there's no shot clock, it doesn't always matter how much time you take off the clock until we get late in the ball game. Tough shot. Belcher's right there for the board. That was Baker who took the shot as Jordan gets ahead of the pack. And it's almost like he could hear the footsteps of McGee right behind him. Irby's three doesn't fall, and the board comes down to Davion Jackson. Jackson trying to fend off Barr. Stuck his left arm out there. I'm not hearing any calls for an offensive foul. No such call was made. Here's Trotter. Elias Trotter looks to drive. Gets into the paint. Nice little fake, and the left-handed shot by Kurt Moore gets Arsenal Tech their first field goal. Southside with made threes on their first two possessions. Their last possession ended in a missed three by Javon Irby. Now, Irby's a good three-point shooter, and they got plenty of guys who can shoot the three. And you may end up having to shoot a lot of threes against the 3-2 zone. In this case, the Archers turn it over. I think it was Jackson who got a hand on it. The feed to Baker. Loose ball out of bounds. They were looking for Jackson, and the pass went high, and Southside forces a turnover. The challenge for Southside is how can they get some good looks against this 3-2 zone? How can they get Belcher some good looks against this zone? He got a look but missed the shot. And here come the Titans down the floor. Belcher blocks it. Zachariah Belcher gets up there. Unfortunately, it's out off of him, and Tech will keep the possession. So it's another long possession for Arsenal Tech. They had one of those earlier where they were able to get points, and right now, keep in mind, it's just a three-point game. A wide open Derek McGee. Three ball won't fall, and that's going to be out of bounds. Boy, I thought Javier White got a hand on that one. They say he did not. And it's going to be Southside ball, so they get the stop here, leading by 3. 2 DeMarcus Barr threes, the only points of the game so far for the Archers. Now Barr's going to fire again, in and out. A one-armed rebound, and that's stolen away by Jordan. Terrence Jordan the takeaway. Jordan spinning in, slips it off, and Belcher misses again, but he's fouled this time. So Zachariah Belcher will go to the free throw line. That's the first team foul against Tech. Belcher so far held scoreless. Was able to get himself a look on his last possession. First free throw rattles out. Zachariah's younger brother, Zakarian Belcher, is coming to the game. Zakarian, a sophomore. Zachariah, a junior. Zachariah shooting 70% from the stripe. He does get the second one to fall. So it's not an empty possession for the Archers. Still have just the 2 makes from the field. Defensively, they've been able to hold Arsenal Tech to just 1 make from the field so far. We've got 3:35 to go in the first. Eventually, Jackson able to recover the loose ball, and he gets it to Elias Trotter. High screen coming. Trotter gets around it. That was Chris Ingram who set the screen. The 3-ball too strong. Kurt Moore took the shot. Rebound right into the hands of Terrence Jordan. Feet inside. Belcher turns and spins and fires. Zakarian on the drive, almost ran out of room. Jordan, the lefty with the right hand, couldn't finish, and the battle won by Tech. Here comes McGee one-on-one, and he scores in transition. Derek McGee getting into the paint. Arsenal Tech with a great defensive effort. That shot won't go for Belcher. It's out of bounds. And Southside will get a second chance. I think that was Zakarian who took the shot. And that was a really good look. Archers have had trouble getting good looks in the paint, but they got one there. Couldn't cash in, but they do get the second chance. Irby for three. That foul is not on the shooter. Belcher went down. Ingram fouled him. So I don't believe this will mean free throws for Southside. It will not. It will just be a common foul. Second team foul against Arsenal Tech. Irby with a long inbound to Jordan. Irby wants to go baseline. Back outside. Jordan for three. Too strong. Belcher the offensive board. Barr puts it on the deck. Leaning in. Too strong. And boy, the size advantage for Arsenal Tech. Making things difficult for these Archer guards when they get into the paint. Corner three for the lead. Ingram got it. Chris Ingram puts Arsenal Tech on top. A wide open Jordan couldn't finish. Belcher had it knocked away. Jordan recovered. Jordan had a really good look, but again could not capitalize. Boy, that was set up well for Belcher, but this foul's going to be on the floor before the shot. It's going on Kurt Moore. One thing the Archers have got to do is they've got to start taking advantage of these opportunities in the paint. They've gotten a lot of tough looks down there, but they have gotten some good looks. And when you get those good looks, you got to be able to take advantage. So far, we haven't seen that from Southside. Corte Wallace into the game for the Archers. Inbound to Belcher at the top of the key. He's going to step into a three, tried to bank it home. Zakarian, the offensive board. KJ Alexander in the game as well. Baseline jumper, Alexander, or rather Belcher, couldn't knock it down. And here come the Titans going quick down the floor, and a foul. That's going to be on Belcher, and that'll be his second. DeMarcus Barr called for the foul, and that will send Elias Trotter to the free throw line. Southside got two early threes from DeMarcus Barr, but those are their only made field goals. But Arsenal Tech having some struggles from the line as Elias Trotter misses the front end of this trip. Second one no good, and Belcher secures it. And Southside with a chance to take the lead before the end of the quarter. Still a lot of time, still a minute 36. But keep in mind, there's no shot clock in IHSAA basketball. Wallace goes baseline. Alexander, too strong. Offensive board, Wallace tries to slip it inside, gets it to KJ. He goes through to Belcher. Belcher tries to make his move, left it short, and it's ripped away by Arsenal Tech. And that did not come easy for Southside. Belcher was surrounded. Southside struggling to finish on the interior. Three ball by Ingram, no good. That's a quick possession for the Titans. And here comes Alexander. Barr on the attack. Late pass, Belcher high off the glass, no good. Zakarian Belcher puts it in. And finally, Southside gets something in the paint. McGee took a little bit of extra time to get across the timeline, but he does beat the 10-second clock. 37 seconds left in this first quarter. Ingram the fake. He's hit 1-3 already in this game. Trotter, too strong. Offensive board, and the putback goes. Davion Jackson. "19 seconds. Lead back to Arsenal Tech. So far, Zach Belcher's been quiet, just 1 point from the free throw line. Only 3 field goals for Southside. That's a deep three. Wallace comes up short. McGee, can he get it off? Extra pass, they just do get it off, and it goes. Elias Trotter, and Arsenal Tech goes up 4 at the end of 1. 13-9, Arsenal Tech looking for an upset on the road here on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Well, Arsenal Tech's only 5-13 on the season, but they've got a 13-9 lead over Southside, and they have made things difficult for Southside with their 3-2 zone. A lot of Southside's looks in the paint have been well contested. Guys have been surrounded. You get a lot of that in the 2-3 zone, or in this case, the 3-2. But even some of the good looks that Southside has gotten on the interior have not gone. They've only got 3 field goals as Irby swings it to the top of the key. Jordan goes outside to Irby. Zakari and Belcher posting up down low. He's the only big on the floor. Zachariah Belcher has 2 fouls. That shot from KJ Alexander wouldn't go, and it's picked up by the Titans. Demetrius Baker lost it in transition, and it's out of bounds. Southside will take over. Well, Zachariah Belcher having those 2 fouls, you wonder if we'll see him on the floor at some point here in the second quarter. We might see him, but with limited minutes. We'll see what happens. That's poked away. Out of bounds off McGee. Snyder was leading Leo last we checked. They had gone up 5 at the free throw line. 53-48 was the score. I'm not sure if they got the second free throw or not. So far, Javon Irby's been quiet. Jordan for 3, no. And McGee chases down the board right along the baseline. A wide open, great look, Trotter. Couldn't connect, knocked away. It's going to be Tech ball. Right now it's a 55-48 lead for Snyder over Leo. Snyder looking for a good finish to the season. Southside defeated Snyder here in this gym, the Archers' second game of the season. McGee picked up by Belcher, corner 3, Trotter, too strong offensive board, but they're going to call over the back on Demetrius Baker. That's Baker's first, and now Zachariah Belcher will re-enter the game with 6:41 to go here in the second quarter. But again, he's got 2 fouls, so we may see him play on limited minutes. See how J.J. Foster handles this. Been a great season for the Archers, 15-5, but right now trying to defend the home court against an opponent from Indianapolis. Irby brings it outside. Belcher trying to get free. He's yet to score from the field tonight. Looking to go to work. Baseline jumper, that's no good. Offensive board, Barr had it knocked away into the hands of Irby. Second chance for Southside. Jordan for 3 again, got it this time. Third 3 of the game for Southside. 3 of their 4 field goals have been from beyond the arc. Contested shot, and that one just goes down for Chris Ingram. Just squeezed it in past Belcher. Try to zip it inside, and Belcher couldn't handle it. McGee backs it out. He's picked up by Alexander. He'll hand that one off to Jackson. And a timeout. Aaron Hogg of Arsenal Tech wanted it, and he'll get it. In the meantime, we'll go ahead and get in a few more words from our sponsors that allow us to do these games that we get to do here on SummitCitySports.com. At Ottenweller Contracting, we invest in our customers by providing peace of mind during the entire process from bid to build. Visit OttenwellerContracting.com. Summit Volleyball trains and builds the highest quality volleyball players in the area from ages 5 to 18. Jump on board. Together we can reach the summit. Well, this 3-2 zone defense of Arsenal Tech has been very difficult to handle for the Archers. Now on this possession, they managed to get a really good look. Terrence Jordan, a good shooter from beyond the arc, had all kinds of space and was able to knock down the three. Just the third three of the game for Southside. That got him within one at the time. But then how about this shot on the other end? Chris Ingram on the attack, got it in over Belcher. I think Belcher may have gotten a hand on the ball, and Ingram still able to knock it down to stretch out Tech's lead. They're up 15-12 with 5:25 to go. Tight game over at Wayne. Wayne does lead Concordia, but it's only 30-25. It will be Tech basketball. The biggest key for Southside at this point is going to be how can they figure out how to get good looks against that 3-2 zone of Arsenal Tech. Baker sets the screen. McGee brings it back outside. He's guarded by KJ Alexander. Southside in a man-to-man here. McGee on the drive. Blocked by Alexander, but he knocked it away. And now it's taken away by the Archers. It's Barr who comes up with it. Trying to protect the basketball, and he hangs and scores. DeMarcus Barr with a much-needed transition bucket for the Archers. Well, that's one thing that the Archers can bring to the table. If they can force those turnovers and get out and run, the Archers are dangerous. And Barr had to guard that ball against several swats by the Titans. Elias Trotter gets the screen from Baker. These Titans are short-handed tonight. They've got 7 varsity players not on the court as the Archers get a takeaway here. Good hustle by Alexander. Jordan for 3, too strong, and that's going to be a foul against Davion Jackson. Jackson, that's his first, and watching it from up here, that definitely looked like a push. So it's going to be Archer basketball. They'll get another chance. Alexander able to beat the 5-second clock. Belcher had it knocked away, no foul call, and the Archers get the turnover. Terrence Jordan able to finish. He got the steal and then got the deuce. And Southside retakes the lead. Derek McGee handling. He feeds that one to Baker. Ingram from the corner, too strong, right into the hands of Alexander. Jordan leaks out. He was looking for the lob. Instead, he hits Irby on the baseline. Alexander for 3, too strong. Offensive board, DeMarcus Barr. Put it down. Little mid-ranger, DeMarcus Barr. He's got 10 points to lead all Archer scorers. McGee got by Jordan. Barr able to help him out. Ingram, a wide open lane, but it's blocked. Belcher with a good recovery. Oh, Alexander left it short. And back the other way come the Titans. Ingram, contested, fouled. That's going to be on Belcher, and that'll be his third. Oh, we wondered how long Belcher would remain in the ball game. Oh, I beg your pardon. I had that wrong. That's Belcher's first. My apologies. Somehow I thought he had committed 2 earlier fouls in the first quarter, so my apologies on that one. As Ingram's able to hit the free throw. So No need to manage the fouls yet, as far as Belcher is concerned. But again, you get those looks around the paint, you got to cash in on them, and I think Ingram just took the shot when he was too close to the basket. Or not Ingram, but Alexander. Now it's a 1-point game. Archers have amped up the defense, amped up the pressure here. Been able to get some run-out chances, but right now they're going to have to set up a good look in the half court, and that gives Arsenal Tech a chance to set up their 3-2 zone. Wallace, wraparound shot, he traveled. And now Southside will set up some pressure, a little 2-2-1 zone press. McGee picked up by Wallace, trying to get around him, and that's going to be a foul on Corte Wallace. It'll be the second team foul on the Archers here in the second quarter. 2:33 to go, and Arsenal Tech has come to play. They are 5-13, but again, they defeated Wayne on the road last year. And being shorthanded has not seemed like a problem for these Titans. 7 varsity guys not dressing tonight. 3 JV guys called up to varsity. That 3-ball rattles in and out and then back in. Kurt Moore knocks it down, and Tech has retaken the lead. Corner 3, Terrence Jordan got it right back for Southside. Second 3 of the game for Jordan. Long pass. Baker had a look if he wanted it. Chose against it. Little screen set there by Trotter. Trotter looking for help. Southside in a man-to-man defense. He gets it back to McGee. Contested shot. That one won't fall, but Trotter reaches for his own offensive board. And Arsenal Tech gets a second chance. Jackson, contested shot, too strong. DeMarcus Barr eventually gets the rebound. Little collision there with Trotter, though. Jordan from the corner, hits another 3. Terrence Jordan feeling it. Third triple already. That's 11 points for Jordan. McGee has Wallace guarding him. That's going to be a foul on Jordan. And good show of sportsmanship there by Jordan as he goes to help McGee to his feet. 55.5 seconds to go here in the second quarter. And technically Arsenal Tech can use as much time as they want to here. There's no shot clock in IHSAA basketball. So they can dribble out the clock as much as they want. Right now they've dribbled it down past 45 seconds. The feed to Baker. Trotter looking to go up against Jordan. And did Jordan block that? The ball got pinballed around, and another second chance for the Titans. That was a chance for a stop for the Archers. Instead, it's a second chance for the Titans. McGee between the legs. Oh, Wallace had a chance. McGee to his left, into the paint. Got Belcher into the air and a foul. The basket will count for Demetrius Baker. And I tell you what, Corte Wallace, if he goes after that ball with a little bit more speed, he probably gets the takeaway, and who knows what happens from there. But these Titans have come to play, and Baker's got a chance for a 3-point play. He's got it. But now Southside can hold for the final shot. They've got 9.8 seconds. They've got time to get something off. Doesn't have to be a three, but they've got plenty of shooters. Alexander recovers. They got to get something off quick. Down to 1 second. Jordan just got it off, but that's an air ball. Aaron Hogue likes the possession there for Tech. Likes the fact that his team's fighting and only down one on the road against a real good Southside team. 24-23 at halftime. We'll get a couple more words in from our sponsors. Jolly Law Firm is the area's best criminal defense firm, helping defend the accused from the government. Whether you're facing an OWI or any other criminal accusation, Jolly Law Firm is the answer. Sioka Cleaning and Restoration, providing commercial cleaning services, including janitorial, water damage, and state-of-the-art disinfecting services throughout Northeast Indiana. It is halftime here at Don Reichert Gymnasium. Southside may have the better record, but Arsenal Tech has come to play. Their 3-2 zone defense has caused a lot of trouble for the Archers. And it's 24-23 at the half. We're back after this on SummitCitySports.com.
Anderson Heating and Air, locally owned and operated with over 50 years of experience. Call us today and get a free quote on a brand new furnace and AC, financed and available. Don't wait. Call us today and sign up for a maintenance agreement and stay cool. Our maintenance agreements will ensure that you're first in line if you have an emergency, and we'll send one of our service techs out for cleanings twice a year. Call us at 557-0958 or request an appointment on our website. Call Anderson Heating and Air, where your emergency is our emergency.
Thank you for watching Summit City Sports. To help broaden our coverage, we're asking you to become a monthly sponsor to our Patreon account. We produce weekly highlights and live video broadcasts. When the Homestead Girls Golf Team won its first state title in program history, we were there. When Fort Wayne brought back 3 state titles in cross country, we were there. We believe in sharing positive stories and setting the standard for how high school sports should be covered. Join us and donate today.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
Well, that's the Southside dance team giving a little performance here at the half. It is Southside leading, but only by 1, 24-23 over Arsenal Tech. And I'm not 100% sure, but I think this number might be from the 2017 movie, The Greatest Showman. I could be wrong about that, though. Of course, the way they're dressed, with the top hats and red vests, would not be surprising if this was from The Greatest Showman. Get a few words in from our sponsors, and then I'll go ahead and read off your first half scoring leaders. Online degree programs at the University of St. Francis are built for convenience and flexibility. Most degrees can be completed in 12 months. Visit online.sf.edu. Earn your edge this season. PSM's Edge Training Program maximizes your athleticism through personalized performance training to reach your goals and get you to the next level. Visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com/edge to schedule your free consultation. Well, here's a look at your first half scoring leaders for so far in this game. Leading the way for Arsenal Tech, we got Chris Ingram with 6 points, Demetrius Baker with 5, and Kurt Moore with 5. These are unofficial, I will go ahead and mention. Elias Trotter with 3, Davion Jackson with 2, Derek McGee with 2. So shorthanded as Arsenal Tech is, They've been able to put together a real good defensive performance, and I don't believe they have a whole lot of guys in foul trouble either. And I do have to apologize for saying that Zachariah Belcher had 2 fouls when he had none. He currently has 1. So not a whole lot of fouls for Belcher. Leading scorer for Southside is Terrence Jordan. He's got 11 points. 3 threes made in this ball game. DeMarcus Barr with 10 points. Zacharian Belcher with 2 points. He does have a make from the field. Zachariah Belcher so far has been held to just 1 point. And as you would expect from that total, he does not have a make from the field. Now, we still have a whole another second half to play, but the biggest challenge for Southside has been figuring out this 3-2 zone. The 3-2 zone has caused a lot of difficult looks for the Archers in the paint, and of course, you expect teams to move the ball against the zone defense. Southside has done that. What they've had trouble with is getting good looks on the interior. When they've gotten looks on the interior, they've been largely contested. When they've gotten good looks on the interior, for the most part, the Archers have not been able to cash in. It all comes down to execution in the end, and they're coming off a game against Huntington North where a 24-point lead slipped away, but Southside was still able to win the game. DeMarcus Barr providing the game-winning jumper in the end. Right now they're trying to hold off an Arsenal Tech team that defensively and as far as offensive second chances goes is looking better than their 5-13 record might indicate. We'll be right back after this break because we've got just under 5 minutes left to go until the second half gets underway. This is high school basketball right here on SummitCitySports.com.
Ago, I was diagnosed with a 3rd-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
24-23, Southside with the lead, but Arsenal Tech hanging close with the Archers. Got some scores to update you on. Snyder's got a 72-69 lead over Leo. That game's still close. It is in the 4th quarter, but it looks like Jordan Davis is going to be at the free throw line over at that game at the Lions Den. Wayne has started pulling away from Concordia. Score over there is 53-40. It was close. In fact, it was a 2-score game not too long ago when I had checked. But right now the score shows 53-40. Wayne on top of Concordia, and again, that game is in the 4th quarter. New Haven with a 56-50 lead over Heritage. That game's also in the 4th quarter, and right now Heritage trying to break a New Haven press. I think they might have called timeout if I'm not mistaken. So those are the other games going on here on Summit City Sports. Don't forget, we've got more basketball for you tomorrow right here on SummitCitySports.com, including right here from Southside. That's right, the Archers will be taking on the Blackhawk Christian Braves. Blackhawk Christian 17-3. They're playing Northwood. In fact, that game may be done by now. I'm not 100% sure, but that is who they were scheduled to play tonight. That game will be about 7:30 between the Blackhawk Christian Braves and the Southside Archers right here at Don Reichert Gymnasium. We'll also have Dwenger at Woodland at 7:30, Westview at Leo at 7:30, and Heritage at Canterbury at 7:30. In addition to that, we've got the WAC hockey tournament. Joe Hacker will be on the call for those games. Then on Sunday, we will have Fort Wayne Spacemen taking on Motor City. Premier game at 2 o'clock, and the elite game actually before that at 11:30. So you can tune in for some Spaceman hockey in just a few days. Got just over a minute until this second half gets underway. Southside leading Arsenal Tech, but only up by 1 here at Reichert Gym. You're watching high school basketball on SummitCitySports.com.
ago, I was diagnosed with a third-degree heart block. They had to put a pacemaker in my chest, and so once I had that surgery done and everything, I started at PSM and getting my shoulder mobility and my shoulder strength back, and now that I have that, making it even stronger than it was before and really spend the time that I need to be able to compete at the level that I want to compete at. I've been in the pool since I was 6 years old. It's not an easy sport to just pick up and start doing, but if you have the dedication to do it, you can do it just fine.
The future is what you make it, so make it matter. At the University of St. Francis, we'll help you build a purposeful life, one based on your interests, goals, and desire to make the world a better place. Learning is personal here. You'll be known by name, supported by experts, and connected to professional opportunities. Our Catholic values will inspire you to use your education for the greater good by serving and leading others. Remember, the future is what you make it. Build a life of meaning and purpose at St. Francis. You belong here.
24-23, Southside with the lead. We know Southside is capable of shooting threes and knocking them down. They're also capable of forcing turnovers and getting out and running. They've been able to do that a couple of times tonight. As far as the three-point shooting is gone, the Archers have 5 made threes in this game. 3 of those belong to Terrence Jordan. 2 of those belong to DeMarcus Barr. And we're just about ready to get the second half underway between Southside and Arsenal Tech. It will be Arsenal Tech basketball to start the third quarter. And again, Arsenal Tech's 2-3 zone has been very effective. Their 3-2 zone has been very effective. That's the scheme that they've used most of the night. Well, Arsenal Tech's going to have a long drive home back to Indianapolis, but they're looking to take a W with them. Southside trying to make sure it doesn't happen. Baseline drive by Jackson. Long pass. Oh, that was close to over and back. I'm not sure it wasn't. It was not called over and back, but it looked like McGee stepped on the timeline with the ball. But he's going to fire a 3-ball for the lead. No good. Belcher has the board knocked away and into the hands of Baker. Well, he got the rebound, but I think that was Moore who knocked it away and created a second chance for the Titans. When Tech has gotten these second chances, they've usually been able to take advantage. Here's Baker to the outside to Moore. McGee guarded by Jordan. Moore sets the screen on Irby. Knocked away by Jordan. He's got it. 1-on-2. Can Jordan finish? Little Euro step. He does. Terrence Jordan to the basket. And a timeout called by Aaron Hogg. Well, I heard some shouting on that drive by TJ just a second ago. I'm not sure if that was the student section excited about that Euro step, thinking it was going to lead to a score, which it did, or if that was maybe some Tech fans calling for a traveling. But, those Euro steps oftentimes don't get called as traveling, but this was Terrence Jordan getting it done all the way. Well, that gets let go a lot of times. So if fans are calling for traveling, you'd probably have to call for traveling on a lot of Euro steps. But Terrence Jordan, like I said, made that happen. And good response by the Archers after they didn't get the board. They almost did. It looked like they were going to, but the Titans kept it alive. Terrence Jordan makes the play, gets the stop and gets the score. They get it into McGee. McGee gets into the paint. He's cut off by Belcher. Trotter gives that back to McGee. McGee with Jordan on him. He's way near the timeline, so you wouldn't expect McGee to pull up from there, but he does get in a little closer. Jordan almost got another takeaway. Stolen away by Barr. Jordan leaks out. And Jordan finishes in transition. DeMarcus Barr got the steal, and that's another turnover by the Titans. Titans have turned the ball over on all 3 of their possessions so far. That's just moments after Aaron Hogg called the timeout. Well, Javon Irby's been pretty quiet tonight, but he's going to fire this 3-ball and hit it. Great start for the Archers here in the third quarter. Javon Irby, quiet no more. And here's some full court pressure from Southside. Long pass to Baker. Baker threw it away, but Moore recovered. Should say he almost threw it away. And there's Terrence Jordan defending on McGee. McGee had trouble with it at first. Poked away. Belcher able to recover, and guess who forced it? It was Terrence Jordan who hits a 3 to cap it off. Terrence Jordan doing it all. 18 points for the sophomore. Long pass down the floor to Trotter. Corner 3, Jackson got it, and he needed it. Damian Jackson, his first triple of the game. DeMarcus Barr goes back outside to Irby. Belcher gets a look. Back outside to Irby. Irby. No good. Got his own miss. And that's going to be a foul on the Archers. Is that going to be on Belcher? Yes, it is. His second. It'd have to be a push-off maybe on the rebound, but it's been a struggle tonight for Zach Belcher. He's been held scoreless from the field. Does have a couple of blocked shots, though, so it's not that he hasn't gotten anything done. He's gotten plenty done, mostly on the defensive end. Some good rebounding tonight as well. McGee with Belcher on him. Double team comes, and is that going to be a foul? No, it's a jump ball, and the arrow favors Southside. I'm going to double check this replay here. That was Irby and Barr there on the double team. As meanwhile, Torrey Curry coming out to sop up a wet spot, perhaps. Well, that's the athletic director here at Southside, Torrey Curry. Apparently he noticed something on the floor that was a miss. Came out to try and dry it up. The lob inside to Belcher. Tough catch. Blocked. He got it back and put it back. Zachariah Belcher. His first 2 points of the night, and it might be his toughest 2 of the night. Night is still young. We'll see how things go. McGee, too long. Knocked away. Out of bounds. Southside ball. Terrence Jordan running the point. What hasn't Jordan done tonight? He's forced turnovers. He's got 18 points. He's knocked down threes. A little no-look pass. And the slam dunk by Zachariah Belcher. Big Zach getting it done. Loose ball. Irby going for some loose change. And he lost it. He had it and then lost it. This 12-point lead for Southside is their largest of the game. Arsenal Tech takes over, and they'll go up against that 2-2-1 zone press. McGee swings it cross court. And apparently they just beat the 10-second clock. Extra pass to Trotter. Jackson fouled. And I think that's going on Javier White. Indeed, it is on Javier. It's his second team foul against Southside. That will send Demetrius Baker to the free throw line. Well, how about the start to this quarter by Southside? Only up 1 at halftime, having trouble with the 3-2 zone. And they have really amped up the defense. Give a lot of credit to Terrence Jordan. for his scoring, for one thing. He's got 7 points here in the quarter, but also has an assist to Belcher. And I believe he's forced 2, maybe even 3 turnovers. Right now he's still in the ball game. Zakarian Belcher is checked in 0 for 2, and that'll go as a rebound for Terrence Jordan. Looking for the long pass, too tall for Belcher. Well, Belcher's 6'8". He may have needed 3 more inches to catch that one. The ball out of bounds allows Southside to set up their press. The Titans are able to beat the press. Here's Trotter. Picked up by Irby. Derek McGee picked up by Barr as Southside goes into a man-to-man scheme. McGee. I said man-to-man. It might actually be a zone scheme. They got Belcher in the air and got him to commit the foul. Belcher leaned forward a little bit. Did make contact, so I think that's what got the call. It's going to be Belcher's second foul. They said third. The scoreboard says 2 fouls on Belcher. Well, I made a similar mistake earlier in this game, so we'll give the PA announcer a little grace. The feed to McGee, he's picked up by Wallace, Cortez Wallace. His older brother Cadell played here at Southside, but also played a couple years at Bishop Lures. Pull-up jumper, in and out, and there's Belcher for the board. Belcher handling it, has the ball tipped, but finds Wallace. Wallace's 3 won't fall. And a fairly easy board for Kurt Moore. He'll slip it off to McGee. 12-point lead for Southside. It's their largest of the night. It was fairly back and forth in the first quarter. Trotter brings it outside as Irby picks him up. Screen set by Baker. Ball gets loose, and there's Jordan who comes up with it. Stop me if you've heard his name already. Belcher misses. Zakarian, younger brother, says, I got your back, Zach. Loose ball into Belcher's hands. Jordan, no look. Irby, got it. Jordan fed him right through traffic. Javon Irby with 5 points in the game. The Archers have built up a 16-point lead. A little spin move. Baker. McGee fakes it. Late pass knocked away, recovered by Baker. Jordan got a hand on that one. Inside a minute to go here in the quarter. Zakarian Belcher picks up Derek McGee. McGee on the attack. Floater counted and a foul. And that's either going to be Belcher or Jordan. We'll see who gets the call. Fourth team foul on Southside, so the next one puts Arsenal Tech in the bonus. Apologies there, my voice kind of got a little hoarse. Been dealing with that lately, not so much the hoarse voice, but fighting a cold. That's on Zakarian Belcher, by the way, and it's a 13-point lead. Aaron Hogg will call a timeout. He's only got 2 left. It's a full timeout, so we'll take one right along with him.
My name's Cam Smith. I'm the Director of Football Operations for PSM Football. PSM Football is going to change the landscape of Fort Wayne football. There's a huge need for folks that want to get their sons and daughters involved in some personalized instruction, specifically in football at all positions. For the first time ever, we're bringing to the region a wide variety of different programming outside of the normal instruction. We're going to bring the 7-on-7 teams. We're also going to bring adult programming, flag leagues. We're going to bring indoor leagues, outdoor leagues. We're going to do a lot of different camps and clinics for all different ages, but also for coaches. We also take a more of a holistic approach when it comes to developing the whole person. We want to be sure that we're doing exactly what the parents want, exactly what the athletes want, and exactly what the coaches think that the athlete needs to work on. Parents can sign their kids up right now for personalized training at all positions in football, so we're excited about that, and we really look forward to have everybody come out and take advantage of what we're offering with PSM football.
42-29 in favor of Southside. Well, Terrence Jordan has done just about everything here in this third quarter. Now here, he's going to get an assist. Left-handed pass through traffic to Javon Irby. Now, I emphasize the left-handed part there, even though I don't really need to because Terrence Jordan is left-handed. At least that's how he shoots the basketball. Arsenal Tech still going with this 3-2 zone, but Southside has been able to force turnovers consistently. And when they've been able to do that, they've been able to get out and run in transition to kind of neutralize the zone defense. Belcher lost it in the air, but Jordan there to recover. Wallace missed the three. Belcher with the putback. Zachariah Belcher on the offensive glass. He's got 7 points, 6 of them here in this third. That's stolen away by Jordan. A nice little spin move. He got it back. Wallace will pick him up. Missed the three. Belcher swats it out, and McGee is there. And the clock's going to run out. McGee didn't know that the clock was almost at zero, and he didn't get it off. Well, the Archers with a 15-point lead at the end of the third. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Why choose Kelly Chevrolet? We offer a wide selection of new and used inventory with a team that guides you to your perfect fit. Our certified pre-owned options ensure peace of mind with warranties and rigorous inspections. Competitive pricing, flexible financing, and convenient trade and services, making your dream Chevrolet a reality. Trust our experienced service team to keep your vehicle in top shape and enjoy free car washes as long as you own your vehicle.
44-29, Southside with the lead, up by 15 as we start the fourth quarter. Again, Southside did win their last game against Huntington North, but they saw a 24-point lead slip away. They won it on DeMarcus Barr's game-winning jumper. Trying to avoid having a similar comeback take place here at Reichert Gym. Titans swing the ball back out to McGee. Ingram, the corner three off the side of the backboard. Wallace trying to go through traffic, and nobody for Southside was able to get it. Back out to McGee. Well, that's one of those second chances that you just can't allow. I don't think Belcher was ready for the ball. Corner three won't go, and Alexander pulls it down. And this time takes things a little bit slower before he finds Wallace down the floor. Inside to Belcher, knocked away, Southside ball. I did find out recently that Snyder defeated Leo 73-69 over at the Lions Den. It's a big win for Snyder as they try to close out the regular season on a positive note. I'd say the season hasn't quite gone the way they would have liked it to. Well, this second half has gone the way that Belcher would like it to. And that's taken away. Jordan comes up with another, trying to go behind the back, but this time he turns it over. Belcher's got 9 points, 6 in the third, 2 here in the fourth, as Tech gets a 3 ball. Jackson knocks it down from beyond the arc. Jordan trying to get through traffic, finds Belcher. Belcher hangs, count it, and a foul. Boy, Zachariah Belcher with a big second half. And I believe it was Jordan who got the assist. Belcher's into double figures with 11. Wayne also defeated Concordia earlier tonight, so Wayne, with that win, finishes conference play at 7-0 for the third year in a row, I do believe. I've got the conference standings right here coming into tonight. Give that to you in a minute, but Belcher no good on the free throw. Zakarian trying to keep it alive, but Ingram wins the battle. And that ball's thrown right to Aaron Hogg. Well, he wasn't expecting it, but I think there's a reason for that. I said 7-0. It's actually 9-0 is going to be Wayne's conference record. They were 8-0 coming into tonight. So I believe that's the third year in a row that Wayne has been undefeated in conference play. Belcher trying to keep it alive. Ball on the deck. It's going to be a jump ball, and the arrow will favor Southside. .6:07 to go here in the fourth quarter as Irby gets ready to inbound for the Archers. They got a big game coming up tomorrow night against Blackhawk Christian. This game was close early on, but Southside has taken over here in the second quarter, but they turn it over on this possession, and that was a bugaboo for them in the game against Huntington North. Even though they won the game, let Huntington North get back into it after the Archers had gone up 24 points. And one of the reasons J.J. Foster talked about for that comeback for the Vikings was the Archers' turnovers. But DeMarcus Barr hit the game-winning jumper to send Southside to victory. Pull-up three, McGee got it. Nothing but net, Chris McGee. Beg your pardon, Derek McGee. He's got 5 points total. Belcher with a tough catch, makes his move, count it, and a foul. Belcher going back to the stripe. Zachariah Belcher did not have a made field goal in the entire first half. He had 6 points in the third quarter, and now 7 here in the fourth. 14 total. Double team comes. They're just able to get it to Derek McGee. McGee with the crossover through all kinds of traffic. Corner three, Jackson rattles it home. So the three-pointers are falling for the Titans. Don't go anywhere. Javon Irby back on the floor for Southside. Like Irby got contacted. He'll go baseline after getting the feed. Zakarian Belcher left it short. He got it back. Another offensive board for Zakarian, and the putback goes. Zakarian Belcher working hard on the inside. I've got Zakarian for 6 points. Well, I was told before the opener against Tippy Valley that Zakarian has a nickname, Peanut, is what they call him. I'm not sure why they call him that, and Torrey Curry wasn't sure either. That foul's going to be on Zachariah Belcher, and that I do believe will be his third. That basket was made by Chris Ingram. He's up to 8 points for the game. 53-40. Well, the largest lead that Southside has had today has, I believe, been 16. Leads down to 13 right now. But Southside's going to get some of their starters back in. Terrence Jordan and DeMarcus Barr will re-enter the game. It's not all starters on the floor, but Zachariah Belcher goes to the bench with those 3 fouls. I beg your pardon, it's 4 fouls. Zakarian remains in. KJ Alexander remains in. Free throw won't fall, and Alexander does ultimately secure the board. Fakes the pass and finds Barr. Jordan wanted to shoot the 3. He swings it outside to Irby. Jordan inside. Belcher high off the glass. It won't crawl home. Irby fought to keep it alive. He uses the fake, has it blocked. Well, Southside didn't quit on that possession, but they come up empty. Oh, coming from behind is Barr. And DeMarcus Barr will finish with the finger roll. That's 12 points for Barr, and there's Jordan. Another takeaway. Reverse doesn't fall. Barr with the offensive board. And Irby splashes home a three. Javon Irby with his second three of the game. Trotter across the timeline. Baker cross court. Ingram, they close out just in time. And that's DeMarcus Barr with the block shot. Get up there, young man. DeMarcus Barr's 6 foot flat. And he got up there to block the shot. 3:08 to go and an 18-point lead for Southside. Inbound to Baker. He goes outside. McGee. Wide open three. Kurt Moore. He hits it. Kurt Moore's got his second three of the game. Corner three. DeMarcus Barr. Yes! DeMarcus Barr from downtown gets his third three. 15 points for Barr, and we're going to get a foul on the Archers with 2:39 to go. We'll see who they call it on. I think they got Alexander. Indeed, it is KJ Alexander. Now, interesting story about KJ Alexander, and found this on Southside's X page. We'll tell you that later. Great play by KJ Alexander to force the turnover, and he will finish with the finger roll on the other end. Beg your pardon, folks. It is the fourth quarter, not the third quarter. My apologies there. Heck of a finish, though, by KJ Alexander. Well, his freshman year during football season, even after a game that Southside lost, KJ was found picking up trash. I think that's how the story goes, but I know that it was on Southside's X page. See if we can pull it up here. It was Torrey Curry who posted it. I believe the story was that KJ was seen picking up trash on the field, trying to keep the bench area clear for Southside. It was Southside's bench area as that first free throw goes down. Chris Ingram connecting on the first one and the second. But Torrey Curry praised KJ Alexander's work ethic and his ability to clean up his area and keep a good mood even after a loss. Not just his area, but his whole team's area. Alexander's a sophomore. He's got a bright future on the basketball court and on the football field. He's been a quarterback at Southside the last couple of years in football. Trotter from the free throw line. Surrounded by DeMarcus Barr. Ingram sets the screen for McGee. Coming up on the final minute of regulation. McGee's jumper won't fall. Offensive board. Step back won't go. And Kurt Moore comes away with the loose ball, but then throws it away. And that's KJ Alexander who's got the takeaway. Alexander has it poked out. Irby going for it, and he will win that hustle play. Terrence Jordan with the ball in his hands. He stops and brings it back outside as we get under the final minute of this game. Jordan, a little finger roll. That wouldn't go. Belcher couldn't put it home. Tries to keep fighting for it and runs out of real estate. It would have been nice to see Terrence Jordan hit that finger roll. He's got 18 points. Looks like his night is done. He's turned in a good night. He would have loved to have 20 points in this game, but he's turned in a good night. 18 points. Several assists, several steals. Don't know the exact number on those, but he's come up with some big steals, and he's gotten his teammates involved as well. He's facilitated for these Archers. Dietrich Smith in the ballgame. He's a sophomore. There's a lot of sophomores on this Southside team. Josh Sandoval, another sophomore, is in the game for Southside. 3 ball is good. Kurt Moore. And Kurt Moore will finish this game with 11 points. Sandoval's 3 won't fall. Offensive board, though. Kind of a tough shot that time by Jordan Sylvain. Moore racing down the floor, and he'll finish. Tough shot on the inside. That won't crawl home. Putback is good. Zakarian Belcher. He's got 8 points in the game. 3 ball too strong, and the Archers will just dribble out the clock. Well, they had a 24-point lead turn into a 2-point win against Huntington North, but this time it was a 1-point halftime lead that turns into a 15-point win for the Archers. 65-50 your final score. And with that, we're going to go ahead and recognize our Parkview Sports Medicine players of the game. Terrence Jordan did just about everything in this game. He scores 18 points, has several assists, several takeaways. Also, Zachariah Belcher deserves some credit, even though he was scoreless from the field in the first half. He finishes the game with 14 points, and DeMarcus Barr, 15 points in the game. So Jordan, Barr, and Belcher are your PSM players of the game. And that is going to do it from here at Reichert Gym. And I'll be right back here tomorrow night as Southside takes on Blackhawk Christian. What a big game that will be. The Archers improved to 16-5 on the year. The Titans fall to 5-14. For my cameraman Josh Butts, this is Thad Goff saying so long from Reichert Gym. You've been watching high school basketball on